About this time of year, EPS starts looking at possible schedule changes for the next school year. Potential course offerings depend on students' needs. One new course offered this year was the CAD Computer-Aided Drafting class. Guidance counselor Sonia Richer thought that the students would be interested in this class.
I searched this class on NVIS, which is a consortium place where all of the schools across the state of Nebraska can locate classes that schools are offering to teach over ITV system to other schools. So I knew some of the kids were interested in such a class, and I found it and reached out to the ESU 8 in this sense, and this connected us to a teacher inside the ESU 2.
TJ Hilsinger, a teacher from Bancroft Rosalie, teaches the class. According to Richer, this class is important for juniors and seniors. The class helps determine if they would want to do something related to this class in the future.
This class is predominantly for juniors or seniors, and it's important because sometimes kids need to know what's the kind of coursework that they'll take in college to see if maybe they're even going to like the class or even like the future that they think they want for themselves. And in this case, the boys that are taking it, we have 1 senior and 3 juniors that are taking it, and I've known for a while that they're interested in construction or architecture or that type of work. So it's important for them to get this introductory class to even have the basic knowledge they need to not be behind when they go to college, and then also to help determine if this is something they like to do.
According to Richer, the CAD class will not be offered every year. There also isn't a next level to the class.
It was really nice of Mr. Hilsinger to teach it this year, and I hope in the future that he'd be willing to do that as well. But I always am looking for classes that fit kids' interests, especially if we don't have opportunity or teachers at Elgin Public School that can teach something that they're interested in. And so maybe not this particular class, but definitely we'll have more ITV classes.
Although the class won't be offered every year, Richer plans to offer a class related to this one in the future.
Yeah, it's my hope that if there's something that we don't have available at Elgin Public School, especially at the junior or senior level, that they're interested in taking. Maybe it's a health class, maybe it's a different type of CTE, career technical education course that a student is interested in having and taking. I'm hoping that we can make that happen.
Richer feels the class benefits the students and is a good transition piece for them as well.
I'm excited that the boys decided to go ahead and give this class a try. It was very new. We had to get new software, and kids had to become familiar with that software. There's also the piece of not having the teacher in the classroom or have access to the teacher at the time. So it's a really good transition piece for kiddos, especially going off to college. So the new software, the content itself is something that we don't have at Elgin, so that way they can learn something that they wouldn't know before, and perhaps learn whether or not they would be interested in pursuing a career in that or not. So that is another benefit of it. And also producing I know they're working on their software, and they have to actually design on their computer-assisted software to design architecture and that type of thing. So that's a whole different level of putting together things that they've already learned up until now with their math skills and that. So that's about it.
Senior Colton Wright and Junior Corbin Kinney are 2 of the people in the class. According to Wright, they are learning an interesting skill.
We learn how to draw images online into a graphical and very precise standpoint.
Kinney says the class is pretty consistent day to day.
We get an assignment from Canvas, and then we are tasked to draw it and have it done by the end of class usually.
Though it has been helpful, Wright does not plan to take any more classes similar to this one before he graduates.
You can get by with being an engineer into that field without having that specific class.
Kinney, on the other hand, would like to take another class like this.
If we can offer them here, yes, I would take them, but if not, then I won't be able to.
According to Wright, he has decided to take this class because of his potential career choices.
It'll help me better myself in the future and along with the career path I'm going down.
Kenny is glad he decided to be adventurous in his class schedule.
I took it as like a fill-in kind of class. I didn't know if I would like it or not like it. I just chose to do it, and I'm enjoying it.
Wright feels the format of the class would be better if they could talk in person instead of having Zoom calls, although he does enjoy having the class. Kenny enjoys the drawing part of the class.
My favorite part of the class is being able to draw the different shapes and whatnot, seeing how it'll come all together, starting from nothing and seeing how it ends up.
According to Kenny, some drawings are more difficult to draw than others.
Some of the drawings that we've done so far, they just look really difficult when you look at them, and it kills the enthusiasm of wanting to do it.
While the class will help Wright in his skill set for college, Kenny feels the class will help him in other ways.
If I take a career in drafting and whatnot, it'll help me understand how to visualize things and whatnot.
Since it is only a one-semester class, Wright plans to take study hall and Kenny plans to take a speech class in place of the CAD class. Both Corbin Kenny and Colton Wright felt that CAD was a very valuable class. Thank you, Mrs. Richard and EPS, for providing so many opportunities for our students.